Welcome to a new video. I'm Dr. Frahat Ali and you are watching Dr. Square. We have decided to start a new YouTube series in which we will explain and we will explore that how you can write the results of different statistical analysis in an effective way for your dissertation, thesis or research paper. We are going to start from very basic like independent sample t-test to advanced level analysis like how you can write the results of confirmatory factor analysis, structural equation modeling, mediation, moderation, and many more. So stay tuned and keep watching us. In this first video, I'm going to start from independent sample t-test. So let's dive into this. So I have already opened a SPSS file. Here you can go to analyze and you will find out compare means and proportion. Go to independent sample t-test. I'm going to keep text as independent variable, define groups, and then you have to select your dependent variable. So I'm going to keep the dependent variable as self-esteem, and there is no need to check any other option. Click OK button. So this is the output. I'm going to copy it and we will take this into the tables. I have already pasted this table here in Word file. So let's start with the hypothesis. So we can make our null hypothesis as there is no significant difference in the mean self-esteem scores for males and females, and alternative hypothesis will be there is a significant difference in the mean self-esteem scores for males and female. Normally in thesis, research paper, dissertation, we report the alternative hypothesis. Now let's move to the next step, that how we can write the interpretation of these three tables. So let's start with the first table. This table tells us that there are 184 males and 252 are females. These are the mean score. And the second table tells us that what are the Levene's test, equality of variance, and other. It tells us that whether our null hypothesis or alternative hypothesis was accepted. So let's start with the Levene's test. Here, as you can see, the significance value is telling us that we can report the above line because we have equal variance assumed. If this significance value 0.062 is greater than 0.05, we have to report the above line, and if this value is below 0.05, we have to report the below line. In our current scenario, we have to report the above line, which shows that we have equal variance. And the next thing is two-sided p-value, and this value shows us that there is no significant difference between male and female regarding the self-esteem score. So how we have to write this interpretation of independent sample t-test? We will start from an independent sample t-test was conducted to compare the self-esteem scores for males and females. We check the assumptions of homogeneity of variance. You can check the assumption of normality, and you have to report here whether these two assumptions are met or not. In our current scenario, we have checked the homogeneity of variance, and this assumption was okay. And normality doesn't come in this form. You have to check it separately. And I have explained this thing that how you can check the normality in some other videos. You can watch those video. And the next, the Levene test significance value is above threshold, which is 0.062. So we found no violation of this assumption. Next, the result shows that there was no significant difference in score for males and females, and we have to report our mean value and the standard deviation value, and you have to report in this M and SD in italic form as per the APA guidelines. And the next thing you have to report is T, then degree of freedom. Here we have degree of freedom of 434, like it's mentioned here. T value is 1.62, and you have to report the p value, which is 0.105. Now as you can see, T degree of freedom, T value, and p value, the two-tailed value, thus our null hypothesis was accepted. So this is the interpretation of independent sample t-test. And if you wants to write about the effect size, you have to report the point estimate value, which is 0.157 as per Cohen's d. if the value of point estimate or d value is zero point 0.2, you have a small effect size. If the value is zero point 0.5, then you can report it as a medium, and if the value is 0.8 or above, you can report it as a large effect size. In our current scenario, as you can see, the value is 0.15, which is below zero point 0.2. We can report it as a small effect size. And as you can see, our null hypothesis was accepted because there is no difference between male and female self-esteem scores. So this is the interpretation for a table where we have no difference. In case if you find out that there is a difference, then you have to report these values as, like, you can write the result shows that there was a significant difference in score for males and females. You have to report males mean and standard deviation. And where you will find out this mean and standard deviation, this will be in the first table where you can find out the mean standard deviation. From the second table you need p-value, degree of freedom, and two-sided p-value. And in the next table you need point estimate of Cohen's d. And you will simply report it as our alternative hypothesis was accepted. So this is the procedure to write the independent sample t-test. In the next video we will see that how we can write the results of one way ANOVA. Thank you for watching. Keep watching us. Bye.